And I'm going to go live on YouTube. Okay, so it's setting the live stream up. So while that's being set up, started, can you please add your name and location in the chat? It'd be nice for us to know where you're coming in from, where you're dialing in from. So we're live on YouTube. That's great. Okay, so let's see. Anybody? Oh, we've got, yes, quite a few people already joined in. Rama in North Florida. Hi, Rama. I know you've been joining these sessions during the week. It's been lovely to see you. There's Christine here as well from Centennial. Right. And we've got Cynthia, Lake Erie. Oh, wow. Ohio. Hi, Cynthia. And Lauren Rose from Paris, where the Olympics are taking place. Bonsoir, Lauren Rose. Welcome. And we've got Lynn from Kennewick from the US. And Alina in South Lake. CA, that's California, right? And Paul again, welcome Paul, namaste, lovely to see you again. I know you've been attending most of these sessions, beautiful. And yeah, so we've got so many people already in. Sue from Brighton as well, from the UK. Hi Sue. Okay, and Ola from Georgia, from Hannah. So hi, Ola, Hannah. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go and introduce, the final session. I can't believe this is the final session. And I'll introduce the lovely Teresa in a few minutes as well. Okay, so let me get my document. Hi, and welcome everyone to this grand finale of the Sacred Union, a joyous journey to self. It has been a joyous journey these last 5 days with all of you. So I really appreciate each and every one of you who have been joining every day as well for the various sessions, beautiful session, beautiful, great speakers. We've had incredible speakers. So it's been a beautiful journey for me, and I hope for all of you as well. And I can't believe it's already over. Wow. Okay, so yes, as I mentioned, we've had amazing speakers and profound shares and wisdom from all of them. It's just been, for me, it's just been like a quantum leap. It's been a quantum evolution, this whole summit experience. So my name is Ami Sohi, and it has been such an honor to host this event. And I thank each and every one of you for participating and being here today for this last grand finale. And it's going to be such a magical experience with Mother Cacao. I just can't wait to dive into it. So without further ado, I'm very excited and thrilled to present to you our last but not least live speaker, Teresa Eshede. I hope I've said it correctly. Teresa, welcome to this beautiful space.
Yes, Ami, you said it good. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. So deeply honored to be here with the audience and have this closing ceremony for your beautiful summit. Thank you, Ami.
Oh, it's a real pleasure to have you here with us today, Teresa. So let me introduce you to Teresa. Teresa is a nature connection coach, eco-spiritual guide, mentor, and teacher. She is a visual storyteller of nature, spirituality, culture, and ecology. She provides loving guidance and support on people's spiritual journey of healing, transformation, and growth by sharing her earth-based spiritual practices, resources, learnings, and experiences. She will empower and encourage people by creating trust and intimacy with each other and with nature. With nature as a guide and teacher, people will reawaken their souls longing to reconnect to the natural world, Earth-based spiritual practices will open them to create an intimate, deep connection and relationship with nature where they will feel a sense of belonging and where they are free to be their true self. Teresa's mission is to inspire and support people in reconnecting with nature and nurturing their soul so they can see their own brilliance and heal themselves and help heal our earth. Teresa is passionate about exploring and being in nature, and she is an avid traveler and seeker of wisdom. She has studied and experienced ceremonies with many different indigenous wisdom traditions from Toltec, Aztec, Mayan, Andean, and Lakota. She shares her travels and explorations in nature, spiritual journeys and experiences, and soul connection stories. She lives in California, in the Central Valley, halfway between her place of birth in the majestic redwoods, close to the Pacific Ocean, and her beloved Yosemite. And you can find more information about Teresa, about her work, on her website, teresaeshede.com. And Teresa's topic, her beautiful topic for today, is embracing a sacred union with Mother Earth and cacao. Wow, what a beautiful way to end this amazing conference, this beautiful, beautiful event with this sacred ceremony today. So, Teresa, let's start off our conversation with the question, how and when did your spiritual connection with Mother Earth begin?
Well, thank you, Ami, for having me here and sharing this beautiful journey. And, just to bring something short, I grew up in Spain, in the north of Spain, in the Basque Country. That's why my last name is unique, Chaide. And it grew up in a dairy farm, so deeply connected to nature, to the animals, to my beloved cows, the dogs, everything. And then the fields, the forest, the river. That was my playground. It was a very tiny village with only 25 people, so you can imagine. And it was me, my family, and I was the oldest. And so yeah, I was every day I was out there exploring. We didn't have the modern day distractions of TV, internet, or anything like that, which I love. And I was to me, nature was not only escape from like things at the home and such, but it was I felt nurtured. The water of the river was so refreshing and cool, especially in summer days. The animals that I came across, a lot of literally, I was a little girl chasing butterflies and just kind of being really that joy and the innocence of a child, exploring. And remember laying in the field of grass, picking daisies, making little flower crowns for my head, or laying on the grass and look at the shapes of the clouds going by. You're realizing, like, when you're like learning things at school, and then you are like, oh my God, we're moving, like the earth is moving, just having those amazing awakenings and connections. It was all by myself. I didn't even bother bringing my sisters or anything like that, because I felt that was a deeper connection, not with a human connection. Actually, the nurturing of Mother Earth, seeing the butterflies and the trees as my sisters and my playmates. And, I felt really always safe and connected and nurtured. And that's why I always say my nature parents are the ones who really grounded me as a child and instilled that in me. At a certain point in my life, I kind of lost that nature connection because of life events. But then again, the little girl in me was screaming to come out and play again with Mother Earth and nature and get grounded again and explore. That's why I say I like wordplay with my initials, like Teresa Chaide, traveler and explorer. I always like to travel and explore. And nature is always at the forefront of what I do. That's how the spiritual connection started in Spain. So I'm really grateful for growing up where I did. And actually was also a community of like my classmates. Everything was a small town. So there was not a city life until high school. But we all knew every season, what every season meant. Like, for autumn, we meant, it was meaning that we will go to the forest and pick chestnuts and go pick mushrooms to eat and make them at home. And the winter, the things that you had to do with the animals. And then the springtime, what flowers, I knew all the trees. I knew what the trees were. And a lot of the trees, not only I saw them as like I said, my friends, and also what the earth was giving us, nourishing, the chestnuts, the walnuts, the everything that came out from the tree. So I had that really close relationship with nature and knowing, and it was a farm where we fed the animals, everything organic. So we had milk from the cows that it was truly pure and organic. We had sheep that we milked and we made cheese, and everything that we ate was grown at home. We have the pigs, the lambs, the cows that then we had the process of in the winter of, taking care of them, and then so they can become food for us. And so so it was a cyclical life, and then summertime, it meant for me, it was more like playing, and in Spain, it's a little bit, summertime, it doesn't get dark till like about 10 p.m. So I had a whole day of really exploring, getting on my bike and going on my journey. And I was able to drink water from the creeks, eat berries from the side of and because it was not a main road, it was just a way to go to the forest. So I was just constantly exploring and being in nature. So that makes me think of all the different of the four elements and the four seasons. And my life was like that, cyclical. And when I was a kid, I loved all of it, every season for what it brought, you know? So like I mentioned a little bit of each season, what was the marking that got me excited about. So that was a wonderful upbringing there, and really opened up. Also, I was an avid reader, so I was read about mystical places like Peru and Egypt, and that was like on the top of my list of like, I have to go. Seeing the images of these wonderful mountains in Peru, I was like, my soul was like, this is a magical place for you to go. So in between Mother Nature and what I read, I fed my mind. It kind of really got this experience of awe and exploration and curiosity as a child that kind of like really grounded me on that. So that's where I'll go, start with my connection with Mother Nature on my childhood.
Wow, amazing. It started, yeah, a very young age, yeah. Wow, and only 25 people in your village, so a community, right, that you kind of built there. Yeah, beautiful. Hmm. Yeah, so Teresa, yeah, your childhood journey, yeah, it's beautiful. So how does your sacred union with Mother Earth nourish you in your life?
Yeah, like I mentioned, I started realizing like my nature parents. Mostly, I really love trees. I'm a tree hugger, tree talker, all that stuff, and the rivers, the water, and the trees are kind of like I'm very drawn to. And that's a sacred union. I feel, a lot of masculine and feminine energy there, or within me and without me. And that is how I live my life today. Like I mentioned, my childhood, I got awakened or connected to Mother Earth, and I felt the nourishment. And then coming back to the United States, because I was born here in the redwoods, actually. So there's always that draw to me. The redwoods and the ocean is always like drawing back home, coming back home. But then, unfortunately, when I was 19, I experienced the death of my mother, sudden death that kind of really flipped my world upside down, cut off my childhood. All that innocence and sweetness of exploring just kind of died at that time with her. So that kind of, there was a few years of my life that I was disconnected from within myself. When you experience something so traumatic, if you don't have guidance or tools, no, so I was just living life, a little bit of doing the things I was supposed to do, kind of like a little bit like a zombie, got married, bought the house, had my son. It was wonderful. And that was another awakening too. I was like, my little girl was like coming up, like, there has to be more to life than just this. I'm only like 26. I'm like, what else? And then when I had my son, it was kind of like amazing because then I had my little mini me, my baby, who will go to the park and start, watching the birds and doing all these nature connection things that kind of reawaken me. Like, this is me. This is who I am at my core, my essence. So I started again connecting with earth, going on hikes and just, watching birds, going to the ocean, the redwoods. And that's when I came back, and my awakening is just everything that who I was. It was like coming back to life. And that's why I say Yosemite is my beloved. That was one of the places that really cracked me open after I got divorced and I went with my son. And Yosemite is only like 2 hours away from where I lived. And I kicked myself for not going there before when I was like so on the 3D world, because how beautiful and majestic it is, and how much it did for me and for my soul to reawaken. And I just remember that sensation of awe and beauty and just belonging. Actually, it was more like belonging, that I knew my soul was home. And so that was like around 2010 or so. And it's a lot of relationship with nature. Now I live 2 hours. I live actually closer. So I go at least 5 times a year, and every time is a majestic adventure. And all these things that I do, it really nourishes my life, my soul, because I feel it deep within me. And interestingly, I ended up in this city that is called Riverbank. There's a major river that comes from Yosemite, goes through here. And it wasn't not by coincidence. I kind of really manifested it. I did a ceremony by the river. I wrote my intentions on a piece of paper. I buried them in the earth and blessed them with the water from the river to manifest that. And 2 years later, I did manifested this house here in this city. And interestingly enough, I wasn't too aware of by the river, the fauna and stuff. But then, interestingly enough, after I moved here, I found that there's a redwood grove. The redwoods usually grow by the ocean, farther away from here. And there's a redwood grove in here in this park of 12 redwoods in a circle that represent the 12 original colonies, and then one in the center that represents California. And this is called the Bicentennial Grove, which was in 1976, the 200-year anniversary of the US. I was born in 1976. I was like, oh my God, I'm home. My sisters, my sacred number 13, it's like all these, so all these things nourish my life that I don't, I'm not seeking. I'm just communing with nature. I'm doing what I'm doing that makes me feel good. And like I mentioned, I make time to go hiking. Hiking also is good for my health, but it's mostly for my spiritual side, for my soul, because I feel connected, and I'm always present, and I always amazing animals come to me, like I'm like, oh, there goes a deer, and doesn't even get scared that I'm there. Or there's a bear, like hello, and I continue to do that. And within my space in my home, my backyard is, there's about like 10 trees. I commune with them. It's like my therapy. When I have a bad day and I go there, I'm just breathing, and I like share my gratitude for the oxygen they provide for me. And my hummingbird, that's my spirit animal. I have some trees that have flowers, and I have lavender. So there's beautiful hummingbirds here in my backyard. And I do feel so nourished by all the plant world, the animal world, and even the mineral world, because I'm always picking rocks or connecting. When I have done picked rocks or quartz minerals, some sites, it's all laid out in my garden. I have like a grid of power stones and rocks. And I'm a mesa carrier on the Andean tradition. So I do carry a mesa, which is, a very special sacred altar. And everything that's in here are stones that have the wisdom from the earth, have helped in my journey. And all the sacredness of the earth is within my life. If you can see the altar here behind me, there's a tree, there's the sun and the moon, there's feathers I've been gifted, like I said, rocks, and all the kingdoms, the animal, the plant and mineral kingdom are around me. I carry with them, and that's how I live my life. I just that's what feels good for my soul, and I feel at home with the earth and within the earth, not separate. And that's why I'm here to share that with others, finding that union with Mother Earth. And part of what's happened in my life since I lost my mother at such a young age, I do see the earth as my mother, all the nourishment, just from the food, from the air, for the air that I breathe, and just kind of feeling, when you don't have the motherly love or hugs, and I feel the hugs from the trees or from laying down at the beach, the sand. I feel the warmth of the mother, coming into my life. And, for me, that is sacred union. And that's how, I walk in beauty in the world with Mother Earth. And that's why if you also see on my website, like I mentioned, I like to do wordplay with my initials, TE, and it's Tending Earth. That's my logo for my business, Tending Earth, because I want to tend to the earth as she's doing for us, and reciprocity, having that divine and sacred union within the earth. And that's in a nutshell
Yeah.
how, the sacred union that I have.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, we're connected to everything, right? Yeah, connected to the earth, the stars, the cosmos, the entire cosmos. Yeah, all the sentient beings, the animal kingdom as well. Yeah. So beautiful shares there. Thank you for sharing all that, Teresa, and being so vulnerable as well. Thank you. And so can you share something about your journey with Mother Cacao and what inspired you to incorporate it, this ceremony with Mother Cacao in your daily practice? And you also lead sacred ceremonies, right? Can you
Yes.
share something about that?
Yes, thank you for asking, and I'm loving that this summit is bringing that in me. Because I've been doing it in my life, and but now sharing it with others is great. So I'm just going to say a little bit about cacao, the benefits. I'm sure many of you have heard, but I just want to give a little bit of history to that, so you can know a little bit more. So cacao originates from the Amazon rainforest, is like present day Peru and Ecuador, and then expanded to Mesoamerica. And so a lot of Mayan and Aztec, they got it from where it originates in the Amazon rainforest. And the cacao tree, one interesting fact about it is that it flourishes in the shadow of taller trees. And then it's a rich source of theobromine on the planet. And the inspiration for the name theobromine itself, and given its name in honor of the cacao tree, is coined Theobroma cacao, and it's a term derived from the Greek that translates as food of the gods. So it's a gentle stimulant, the theobromine, and it's closely related to caffeine, but it won't give you the same jitters or the energy crash that coffee gives you. So, and the benefits of this, it can improve your cognitive function, enhance performance, boost your mood, and promote overall heart health. It's very rich in antioxidants and minerals, and it's a great source of fiber and protein. And spiritually, cacao is considered sacred and used for ritual. It is related to the tree of life and blood, ancestors, and the heart, and most specifically connected with women. And at marriage ceremonies in ancient Mesoamerican Mexico, sharing in the Nahua language what is called chocolate, and then the Spanish became chocolate and then chocolate. It was symbolic of the blending of two lineages, the sacred union, like we're talking here today. So the ceremony, to honor the lineage of the groom and the bride, uniting and blending these lineages in sacred union. So when you choose cacao, these revered seeds call you to remember that everything in life is sacred, both the bitter and the sweet, and to find a divine experience in every situation. Because if you have experienced cacao is really bitter, And then in the modern day, we have made it really sweet, but let's come in into center this with these and find the balance in here. So it's a sacred plant medicine, and is this deep reverence is tied to the understanding of cacao as a powerful facilitator of connection, healing, and transformation. So when we speak of sacred union to Mother Earth and cacao, we refer to a profound relationship that honors the earth's gifts and the ancient wisdom held within the cacao plant. And this is amazing. So my journey with cacao is, like I said, sometimes the best things are just come to your life because it was time. The cacao as being a teacher just came into my life. I was not looking for it or aware. So it started in 2016. I went to Costa Rica on a trip, vacation. It was part vacation and part volunteering. And part of the tour was going to a cacao farm. Never seen the plant, never knew how the pod looked or anything like that. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And they gave you to, I really love chocolate all my life, but then they gave you this bitter cacao. I was like, oh gosh, that's like whew, a shock to the system a little bit. But just seeing the process of, the tree, the pod, how they open it, and then they have to dry the cacao seeds. And just, it was fascinating. 2 years later, I went to Peru in a spiritual journey, and that's where cacao comes from. And I remember wandering around in one of the sacred sites in Pisac in the market. We had time to explore, and I just went off. I love it. Sometimes it's easier because if I speak the language, Spanish is my first language, so I can just like dive in and ask a lot of questions. So I did that, and there was like these little chocolate shops or cacao. I didn't even really call it chocolate. That's what it was to me. I didn't, know the difference. And I just remember going in there, and they will like give me some cacao to try from different bitterness, and again, it kind of sparked that, So I bought a bunch. I brought it back home, and it was great. But then the first truly special ceremony that came, it was a year later, and it was very special. It was a full moon eclipse in January 2019. I was now it just dropped on me. I had gone with my son to hike in some forest and play in the snow, and I could rented an Airbnb, and the Airbnb name is Anahata, which is the heart chakra. And I knew, I was like, oh, divine connection, I'm meant to be there. And when I get there, the owner, the lady tells me, because they had a little room that was for community ceremonies, tells me, oh, we're having a cacao ceremony for women in honor of the full moon eclipse. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And it was a super blood wolf moon, so a very potent portal and opening. And that was my first experience, and it was amazing, wonderful. It felt honestly really opened the heart, and it felt like the connection with these women, the connection with the cacao, it was just so nurturing. And it helped me because as a single mom too, I was always the one taking care and responsibility, my son and this and that or whatever. And to sit in a circle where like I didn't have to do anything, I was just being held and nurtured, and it felt so good. I was like, wow. And feeling afterwards, just with the powerful energies of the full moon and everything, it was really amazing. And then a few months later, I went to Hawaii, and I was looking at things to do. I went with my partner at the time, and there was this cacao ceremony at the beach. I'm like, okay, I'm going. Like I'm going. So here I am again. Things are coming to my world, and it was beautiful because it was a ceremony at the beach. You had went into a journey, and it's just in nature. It was like amazing. It was like the ocean was just, like you're in the womb. You're hearing the waves coming, and cacao is just nurturing you. And actually, this couple uh, had created their own brand of cacao. They were importing cacao from Guatemala, and they were creating their own packaging and everything, which is called Cocoleca Collective. Made friends and started buying cacao from them ever since. And that was that on my journey. And like I say, it's interesting how things keep coming in your life, and you're like, okay, I see the path here. This is where I'm going. And how I live my life is with deep reverence and connection to the essence of Mother Earth. And I put like a lot of effort in awareness into everything. Even today, the colors I'm wearing is like cacao colors, the earth, the browns, I just, everything is to me is sacred ceremony. And that's how I like to live and carry. And then to me, Mother Earth, Pachamama, Gaia, Tonantzin, Uchimacao, that she's known in so many indigenous traditions, is the source of all life. And, like she provides us with so much, with resources, nourishment, energy that sustains every living being. So this nurturing aspect of Mother Earth is honored through, rituals and practices, from expressing gratitude and respect and reciprocity. And to me, the concept of sacred union with Mother Earth involves, recognizing our interdependence and cultivating a harmonious relationship with the environment and Mother Earth. So, in bringing the spirit of cacao was a medicine that I needed to add to my life. And I drink it in the mornings. After I'm reading, first I do drink my tea, then I do my reading, and then I will do cacao. And it's always with reverence, and I speak to it, and it's like I even the I put different ingredients in it sometimes. Sometimes I do put cinnamon, I do put some of the mushrooms like reishi mushroom powder, uh, honey, I do put honey, and sometimes rose powder. Everything is like to open the heart, to swing your life in. So cacao being the food of the gods, is being used for ceremonial purposes in Mesoamerica, and I'm part Mexican. My mom was from Mexico, so having this knowledge and bringing, this teacher into my life, it was just like another sacred union for me that I was not aware. Because growing up in Spain, I grew up pretty just on my father's side, the Basque, the Spanish side. I had learned about my mom's culture through myself, and doing all these ceremonies myself and connecting with that. So to me, the cacao ceremonies for me create a space for introspection, emotional release, spiritual growth, and to tap into my inner wisdom and the consciousness. And that's why I like to bring these to others. Actually, I was asked to. I wasn't even like thinking, kind of like when you asked me, I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Okay, this is the path. I'm here to share these powerful medicine from the earth with others in circle. And for me it's beautiful because I mentioned how it's so connected to the heart and a heart opener. And to me the heart is the bridge between the above and the below, so it's in communion, in that sacred union in our heart of our beloved, which is us. We are all beloved.
Wow.
So I love it because it's really focused on self-love, and when you have that self-love you can give so much more to others.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's how it's helped me. Um, and then you just learn, every time there's a ceremony, of when I led ceremonies with a specific intention. Like last week, I did one for the full moon and connected with the ancestors. Oh my gosh, like what comes up, it's amazing. It just leaves you, is that guiding, the teacher that is gentle and loving, So yeah, by cultivating the sacred union, we're aligning ourselves to the rhythms and cycles of nature, like I mentioned, very connected with, all the different seasons and honoring that, and bringing purpose and peace and harmony. And then through ceremonies or rituals, or at least acknowledging those times of transition, between summer. I did a ceremony as well for summer solstice to bring and welcome and bring the energies of that. And to me cacao is a practice that enriches your life and nurtures your spirit. So, and a little bit more, the sacred union to Mother Earth and cacao is a journey of remembering and reconnecting with the ancient wisdom that resides within us and the natural world. So it's an invitation to honor the sacredness of life, to heal and grow, and to live in harmony with the earth. And through the heart opening magic of cacao, we are reminded of our true nature and our place within the web of life, fostering a deeper appreciation and respect of the gifts of the mother.
Mm. Wow, that was, yeah, beautiful, beautiful shares. Yeah. So it seemed you were guided by the divine, right, to do these beautiful ceremony, to connect more with Mother Cacao and the Supreme Mother herself. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for that. So, yeah, should we start the ceremony now? Yeah, I'm just looking forward
Yes, so
to
we're
the
ready
beautiful
for the
ceremony.
cacao ceremony. Let me just give you a little bit of guidance. And if you have your cacao, just bring it close to you so you're ready to start connecting with your cacao. And I invite you to approach the ceremony with reverence, respect, and an open heart. Later on, I'm just going to open sacred space and guide you through a little bit. And then later on, I will put a link to a song that you can play on your own so we can sit together. It's a beautiful song. It's a cacao medicine song. It's called Mama Cacao, Gracias por tu medicina, meaning thank you for your medicine. It's about 3 minutes. We can play it on our own and connect with our cacao, but I'll let you know when we can do that, okay? So I'm gonna begin this. Thank you for being here. Let's just, okay, the talk is over. Now let's just flow with the energy and the spirit. And I'm gonna begin the ceremony. I have Palo Santo to clear the space. I know Ami did this too as well before, but Palo Santo is also a plant from South America, from Peru, Ecuador area. So, and it's sacred plant to clear the space. So I'm gonna do that now to clear our space, to invite, I'm sending these over the internet waves, breathing in, just breathing in and inhale and exhale, cleansing all of these. Just come back to your body. You've been listening to me share my story. Right now, just come to your body. Just come to the space and just be present here and feel into the energy that is going to come through your connection with cacao, with spirit, and what comes for you. It's a ceremony. I'm leading the ceremony, but it's your journey ultimately. And actually, I do want to um, light a candle here in honor of Ami's father. May his journey be filled with light, and for him to continue to be the guiding light on Ami's life. So his spirit is here with us, Ami.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Truly. And just start breathing, taking, just slow, deep breaths, filling your lungs. And then exhaling, letting go the day, the week, whatever's coming to your life that needs to let go. Just let it go and just connect to your breath. And I'm calling in the 4 elements today. The element of air as we breathe in and exhale. The element of fire, of spirit in this candle, and the Palo Santo to be in spirit here with us. The element of earth, which is our cacao right here that we have with us today. And the water, which is also here with us in the cacao. Let's call in all these elements which are within us. So within us and without us, as we are nature, not just part of nature, but also nature. I'm gonna take myself off video so you can just relax and listen to my voice. And as we called in the 4 elements into our space, let's call Also, as above, the cosmos and Father Sun and Venus. And everything in the cosmos above. And also Venus is now our evening star. She does the sacred dance between night and day. And Venus is connected to cacao for the Mayan. And as above, we also bring in the so below, the earth under our feet, and the cacao medicine that nourishes us. And bring these two aspects to our heart, like in that beautiful picture from this summit, uniting hearts, uniting at the heart, a sacred union. And in honor of the season of Leo that just started, I encourage you to inhale courage and exhale fear. Just let that go. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale courage and exhale fear. Once more, inhale courage and exhale fear. And come back to this breathing whenever you need to during this ceremony. And speaking of courage, Ami, I want to thank you for your courage, your love, and dedication. I see you, I appreciate you, and please receive this ceremony and this cacao medicine with an open heart. Right now, I would like for you to set your intentions for this ceremony. This could be, anything from personal healing, connection with others, or any other purpose you have in mind today. And if you like to share those on the chat, that would be great so we can see what everybody else may be having an intention for. For me, my intention today is a self-love. Like I mentioned, the cacao has brought that for me. And it's a sacred union within myself and for all of us, sacred connection with nature. To feel love and be loved, to share love. Thank you, Natasha. Continue to share if you feel like. Thank you. And you can grab your cup of cacao and bring it to your heart. And I encourage you to drink it slowly and mindfully, focusing on the taste and sensations when you're ready. And use your senses, like you can gaze at it, see what, I don't know, mine is sparkly and bubbly. Just what you see in it, the color, look at the richness of that brown color. Like, what does it remind you of? Like the soil of Pachamama? And the smell, just what is that wonderful smell? It smells so good. And then when you are ready, you can take the first sip to connect to the energy of cacao and sip it slowly so you can truly taste every piece of it. Cacao is believed to open the heart chakra, fostering emotional healing, compassion, and a sense of connection with oneself and others. And the Mayas say this is one of the few foods that has the ability to touch the spirit and to activate our empathy and connection to Mother Nature and heal us from the inside out. Continue connecting your heart to your cacao and feel the warmth as you're drinking the cacao as well. going through your throat chakra, and coming into your heart and radiating that love. And as I guide you on this journey, visualizing, drink your cacao however you like. This is for you to feel into it and continue drinking your cacao throughout the visualization. So I want you to visualize the 4 elements around you, the 4 elements that we called into this sacred ceremony, in this sacred space. Because these elements are you. You are the earth. So feel the solidity beneath you, the stability of the ground that you are standing on, and the nurturing presence of the soil of the earth. This is you, and this is here to support you in sacred union with the earth. And then visualize the water, like the water that helped you make this cacao today. Sense the flow of water, the fluidity and life-giving properties of streams, rivers, and oceans. And the water in your body, because we are bodies of water. Connect to your blood, which connects you to your ancestors. And connect with the tears, the sweat, the salty water within ourselves that connects us to the ocean, to the womb of the mother. And flow with this water, flow with this cup of cacao. And then connect with the fire. Imagine the warmth of a fire, the transformative power of flames, and the light that guides you. Feeling the warmth of the sun that nourishes us and gives us energy every day. And then connect to the air through your breath. Inhaling courage. And exhaling the fear and whatever needs to let go of today. Inhale courage and exhale fear, or exhale that grief. And then let's connect with Mother Earth. Visualize roots growing from your body, extending deep into the earth. Feel the support and nourishment from the ground beneath you. Imagine drawing up this energy through your roots, filling your body with grounding, stabilizing energy. Take time to express gratitude for the earth's sustenance and support. Take your time here feeling grounded and connected to Mother Earth. And next, let's invite the spirit of cacao. Hold your cup of cacao close to your heart. Gaze at it, connect with cacao, speak with it, share your intention for today. Take a moment to honor the journey of the cacao from the plant to your cup, the journey that it has gone through to come to you. Thanking the farmers, the earth, and the spirit of cacao for this beautiful gift. And let's take a slow sip, savoring the rich flavors and allowing the cacao to open your heart. Just notice, how does that feel for you? Do you feel the taste of the earth in this cacao? Do you feel connected to cacao and Mother Earth? And let's come into a heart activation now that we have opened our heart with cacao. Place one hand on your heart and your other on your abdomen, and feel the warmth and the energy of these areas. Visualize a green light, the color of the heart chakra, radiating from your chest. Not only filling your chest and your heart, but radiating out that beautiful love light to the world. Mm. And allow this light to grow and to fill your entire body with love, compassion, and openness. Do you feel the warmth of that light? That's who you are in sacred union, in self love. And I can feel all of your hearts open here with us and present with us here in ceremony. And this allows you to journey within. Allow the cacao to guide you on this journey. You might see images or feel sensations or receive insights. Trust the process and stay open to whatever arises. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your breath and the feeling of gratitude. Connect to your breath again, inhaling that courage. And exhale love to all of us here today and to the world. Let's come to that breath again of inhaling courage. And exhale the love and light that you just filled yourself with. And just be present right here with the energy of Mother Earth and cacao. Feeling the sacred union, the interconnectedness of all life. And know that you are part of this beautiful web of existence. Take a few moments here to connect. On the chat, I have placed a link to a YouTube video for a song titled Mama Cacao. Thank you for your medicine. It's in Spanish. Gracias por tu medicina. It's a beautiful song, and the message is just thank you for your medicine. Gracias por tu medicina. If you can, I invite you to click on this link and play the song. It's about close to 3 minutes. Or if you want to be in silence, it's up to you. We'll sit here for about 3 minutes, communing in sacred space with our cacao. Okay, Ami, maybe you can share the link since you're the host. I
Yeah,
don't think you can
I'll
share
share
with
the links.
everybody.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think you posted it to host and panelist. Yeah. Okay, here it is.
there it goes. You confirm that you received it?
Have you received it?
I see it.
Yeah, I think everyone should have received. Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, Deborah. So go ahead and play the beautiful song. Or be in silence if you wish for a couple minutes here. And when you feel ready, just start taking a few deep breaths and coming to the circle. Slowly bringing your awareness back to the present moment. Thank you for your medicine. Wiggle our fingers and toes and stretch our body a little bit. So we can come back into this circle here. And let's open our eyes and come back here into to be present with each other. And I want to just express my gratitude and the wisdom and healing received from Mother Earth and Mama Cacao. And before I close the ceremony, I would like to invite you to share how this was for you. Anything you would like to share about this connection with cacao, Mother Earth, the ceremony? How does this feel for you right now? How do you feel, Ami?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, just very calming, relaxed, harmonious, and so in union with myself. Mm.
Great, thank you. Rama says gladness. I'm glad you feel gladness. Thank you. I know you're probably still on that state of in between, relaxed. Oh, sadness shedding. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. That's the open heart. Lynn says, feeling very relaxed and supported. Great. Deborah, peaceful welcome joining Mother Earth. Yes. Mm, lovely. I know it's such a peaceful energy, just nurturing, wide open hearted, says Hannah, relaxed and peaceful, held by the arms of Mama Earth. Yes, 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 sister. Very peaceful, Lauren Rose. Thank you for sharing medicine to share her medicine, Hannah. Yes. Amazing. Natasha says, I got some insight and healing in a very warm and subtle way to let it go and receiving gratitude. Yes, it's so warming, it's such a calm energy, it doesn't it doesn't take you apart and destroy you so you can put yourself back together. It's just like it feels like a grandmother who's like supporting you and taking care of you and just telling you beautiful stories to soothe you, like a soothing energy. Yes. And connected, Meredith. Ah, yes, very peacefully. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. Continue to share if you like. And yeah, well, I invite you to continue with this energy, maybe later on. I know Lauren Rose, you're going to sleep, even though you didn't drink cacao, it was part of the ceremony. You may be receiving some nurturing in your sleep and be open, continue have your heart open for these. And, in order, I just want to close in the ceremony with expressing my deep gratitude for Ami, for you to host in this beautiful space. And like I said, your courage to continue with it. And everybody here present, thank you for your presence, for your energy. It was felt beautiful, loving energy. And thank you And till next time. And now we'll continue on. Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. That was really beautiful and some beautiful shares. Cynthia says, "Hi, dear Teresa. Hi, dear Ami. Thank you for offering this beautiful closing ceremony with the magic of cacao. Feeling calm and relaxed too. Oh, beautiful. Thank you
Yes.
for sharing that.
Cynthia is another cacao ceremonialist, cacao sister that we can call.
Cacao sister, yeah. Wow, yeah. So beautiful shares for you, Teresa. Yes, it's just been such a pleasure for me to do this whole summit. Yes, yeah, despite of, the event that happened in the middle of my summit, but I think I was supported, by our Supreme Mother, by my guides, everybody's guides actually, because it takes the whole, collective, right, to for us to do this together. So, yeah, it's just been a beautiful experience, beautiful journey for me to come back to union with the divine masculine and the divine feminine within us. So we have to, it's a journey within, so we can ripple that out to the world to, yeah, create the new earth, for peace, joy, abundance for everybody to share. Mm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for coming into this space this week and coming on this journey, with me and all the speakers. Yeah, we've just had a profound journey and profound experience this week. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. And any last shares? Can you please share, of course, your free gift that you have, yeah? For
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ami. I just my free gift is a journal, is Elemental Reflections, journaling with earth, air, fire, and water. Is just journaling with with the four elements. Is a creative and reflective practice that integrates the natural world symbolisms to enhance self-awareness, personal growth, and emotional balance. And this method of journaling involves using the qualities and meanings associated with each element to guide introspection and expression. And I know Annie will put all of that in the website, and kind of how I guided you today with the elements within us. That is actually my cup of cacao. It's the cup of tea that I really dive into and really deeply connected. So that's my free gift, and you can check out my website, teresachaide.com, or my YouTube channel. I know Ami will put all of these below.
Mhm.
And I do monthly cacao ceremonies. Like I mentioned, I did it last Sunday for the full moon in Capricorn. It was healing with the ancestors. And I will be doing another one in August. It's going to be a journey to Mount Shasta. I'm really connected with Mount Shasta as well. That is 5 hours away from me. And just guide you a journey. And then I also do ceremonies for the autumn equinox and the solstices. The cacao website, if you go to my website, I do have there on the shop a link to cacao where you can purchase from. Thank you for putting my website there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And I
just check.
believe, yeah, it's on the speaker page as well of the conference.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So I just invite you to check out my website, my YouTube channel. I have a podcast of soul connections, conversations, and so much more. And sign up for my mailing list so you can be connected with me. And well, thank you, Amy,
No, it's been,
for
yeah, such a great, yeah, beautiful ceremony with you, Teresa. Thank you for saying yes, your sacred yes to this ceremony. So it's just, yeah, beautiful. And yeah, I just wanted, there was a beautiful comment from Hannah that I'd like to just close off with. So she said, hola, she's from Georgia. Thank you, gracias, Wopila, for this. So yeah, am I, yeah, saying that correctly?
Popilas in Lakota. I understand it. Yes.
Yeah, gracias,
Thank you.
Wopila, for
Yeah.
this sacred offering. The entire summit is magnificent gift to humanity. May all beings joining in be blessed upon their path and journey of life. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Hannah, for that. Those beautiful words. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, so again, I'd like to thank you, Teresa, for your courage for being here. Yeah, it was just so beautiful. And thank you, everyone. And again, if you want all these beautiful gifts and these shares, to keep forever, you can purchase lifetime access from the conference page. So. Yeah, that's if you feel called to, so that's the offering is there. So again, thank you so much, everyone, and I wish everybody a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Teresa, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ami, and thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful, blessed day and get connected. Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Goodbye.